So this journey's been very interesting, and I think it's time that we kind of explain a little bit about how we got here.
About 7 years ago, I kind of got the idea of starting a YouTube channel. We're going to tell you all about why. But in the beginning, I didn't know where we were going. I just knew I needed to get somewhere with it. And back in February 25th, right, of 2017, we posted our very first video. 1, 2, 3. Hello, and welcome to our vlog. I'm KJ. And I'm Craig. And this is Truly Remarkable Life. So a lot of things have changed since back then. Mostly me. Okay, let's keep this part short. I'm Craig.
I'm KJ.
This is Truly Remarkable Life. And in October of 2022, we moved from the United States to Mexico and started a brand new life.
I have wondered what we're doing, but we're going to go ahead and tell you right now. It's kind of exciting.
So we made the decision that it is time for me to retire.
And we're moving to Mexico! I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Look at the blanket. I mean, we took time to get that blanket.
Yeah.
So,
so we've got. So we're going to be moving to Mexico, but before that, we need to take you back in time a little bit.
Yeah. So I want to tell you a little bit about where the entire thing came from. The idea of Truly Remarkable Life and why we're doing a YouTube channel and all of that. So my background, I have some marketing and communications experience, and so I was always a part of things like this. I never actually did the whole thing, and if I had known, I might have changed my mind. It's a lot of work, and we don't have a team. We are the team.
Right.
But you know, it was a bunch of years ago. I had an opportunity to go see one of my idols. I'm a writer, and I got to see the great Maya Angelou before she passed in her hometown of St. Louis, Missouri, where I lived. And it was the only appearance she ever made there. And it was a small room of about 100 people. And one of the things she challenged us with is that we should be ashamed to die before we do something truly extraordinary for the world and with our lives. And that just stuck in my head, and somehow that kind of became Truly Remarkable. And then that turned into, I wanted to live a truly remarkable life. And that phrase just stuck in my head, and I hung on to that for what? I think I told you, 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
15 years or something like that. And that's why I said I don't know where I'm going. I didn't know where I was going when I first started this, but I knew that it was something I had to do. And that was one of the major reasons. And why we started it when we did was because, and we're not getting political, but the world had become a little negative. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, social, all of that stuff was very negative. And we were trying to put something positive out there in the world, just to share our travels, the things that we loved, and hopefully, you know, bring some people along with us.
So I'm going to jump in now, and I'm going to say, so kind of the evolution, like really what made us start this was whenever we first met, we first started dating and all that, we knew that we wanted to do something very different. We knew we wanted to retire young. We loved to travel. The talking about moving abroad, was definitely a focus of those conversations. But we kind of started thinking that before we, whenever we would, thinking in the future, we're going to retire young and then we're going to move abroad. But before we move abroad, what about getting an RV and traveling full-time RVing? And so we thought, well...
Everybody, this is KJ with Truly Remarkable Life, and we are here today at the St. Louis RV show at the America Center.
Let's investigate that. We're all excited. So we got on YouTube and we start following channels and stuff that are full-time RVers and all of this kind of stuff. And it was a lot of fun. Well, at that point in our lives, we had a long distance relationship. We had family in St. Louis, family in Texas, all this different stuff. And we would travel, and people were always asking us about our latest vacation and where do we go and what do we do and all that sort of stuff. And we found ourselves telling the same stories over and over and over.
At the beginning, it was a little travel, a little house remodeling. It was our lives. It was things like that we shared with people. Now, we are in Ajijic, Mexico, and it has become about living abroad and living as expats or foreigners in Ahihi.
Yeah, we never went full-time RVing.
No, we never did.
That never happened.
We
but
skipped right over that.
And then COVID hit. So
don't say that word.
So COVID hit, basically everything shut down. So number one, we weren't traveling. We were at home, and I think we did a couple of videos during that time about like the stuff we did in the yard and our home and that sort of stuff. But we also were on our Facebook. So if you're not on our Facebook, get on there. Truly Remarkable Life on Facebook. But we tried to do like live streams and stuff with, so that our family and our friends could join us and we could all have like talks and discussions and stuff like that, just trying to stay in contact.
Yeah, they went over really well. We had a lot of people we had people from all over the world.
Yeah, so, it was really, really wonderful. I mean, we had a nephew from Wuhan, China, actually messaging in when he could, just to see what was going on. It was really cool.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. It was also during that time that Craig had a brief health scare. I'm not going to get into a lot of details, but he had a brief health scare, and it necessitated some dietary changes and more physical activity and stuff like that, which is the big change for him. And he's able to do all of this stuff, and it doesn't have the problems anymore. So that's great.
Yeah, and that freed us up to really start thinking about what we wanted to do with our life. And we've told the story about how we decided to move abroad. But when we decided to do that, we thought, hey, wait a minute, we've got this YouTube channel that we've already started. We've got people following us. It's a great way to share this experience with everybody. And so we decided to really put some effort into it and to make those videos and to try to help some folks. Because one of the things we did when we looked to move abroad was to watch every single YouTube channel that existed. What I didn't know is that I was apparently doing research. So, immediately when we started to post those, we instantly jumped in our viewers and in our followers and subscribers. And people were just so kind and nice and complimentary. They were excited for us.
Oh, we posted the video announcing what we were going to do, and literally, just subscribers started going up. It was insanity.
Yeah, it's like we hit on some
we were like,
secret wish everyone has.
Yeah, it's like, I guess we're going to have a YouTube channel.
Yeah. So we followed it all the way through the whole process, and immediately people started saying, "This is so helpful. Please show us this. Please show us that. Tell us what it's like." Weather and all of those things. And so we just started to tell you the story.
Let's do a little bit of a different kind of video. What's it like just to walk around town in Ahihi and run a couple of errands? Well, I'm going to show you. The first errand I did, picked up my Cafe Grano. That's the name of the business.
And the key behind it is we're not going to be experts. We're not experts. We just want to share with you the realities of what it's like and what our experience is.
Yeah, literally. We are two guys with a couple of cell phones, a ring light, and a camera.
Yeah.
We just got a camera, and we're still learning how to use it. But almost everything you watch, we film on our phones. There's a ring light that's right here. We're staring at it right now, and that's been a great piece of equipment. If nothing more, it holds the camera or holds the phone. But we don't have a lot of elaborate microphones and all of that sort of stuff. What we do is pretty basic.
Keep it simple and try to give you quality and try to give you quantity of good information. The other thing that became very apparent is that there was a hunger for LGBTQ content here in Mexico, for Ajijic especially.
There is only one of you, only one of me.
Happy Pride from the Truly Remarkable Life Unicorn.
There's a million of those who won't let us be, but they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn. But they're not gonna watch me burn. Cause baby, I got you. It's a new
To talk about what the community is like here. This is a little bit of a haven for LGBTQ people, and it's very non-judgmental, open, never experienced any kind of negativity, and that was something people wanted to know about. This is happening here. I mean, it is growing. The LGBTQ community is growing, and it really is important that we let each other know where those safe places and comfortable places are.
And there weren't a lot of YouTubers out there that were talking about moving to Mexico from the gay perspective and what's that like. So I think we've really hit on something that is providing a really cool service for a lot of people.
Right. And again, like I said, what we really focused on doing is we're not experts. We just wanted to share the real information.
Right. So along with all of that comes a lot of work.
KJ is yawning. Stop it.
I didn't think you got that on camera.
Okay. Surprise. Yes, we were interviewed by the Mexico Relocation Guide. Thank you.
I mean, recording a video, it takes a lot longer than you would expect. We just put out the video for the mural. That thing alone took 2 months to film.
Yeah. It was a highly produced video,
yes.
Which means that you do lots of video and you cut it all together and do lots of editing. But yeah, we captured video for months. We had to buy a special storage device for it, and we had for all of the footage.
Right.
And it took me months to get that thing done. Mainly because I'm still learning and I'm still growing my skills as an editor and as a videographer. So, you know, but the majority of that video was all shot over 2 months.
Yeah.
And then the editing took about 40 hours.
Yeah. But I mean, even some of our shorter videos, I mean, it can, you know, just doing a short or a reel or something like that can take an hour. Now, he usually does that while he's sitting on the couch on his phone, which is really cool. Yeah, he multitasks. You know, but a regular video, I mean, we might have, you know, 5, 6, 10 hours in just a regular type of video.
This video will be about 10 hours.
Yeah.
So.
By the time it's done. Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to know that that's what's behind the scenes, and that it does take a lot of work to do this. And I'm not crying because I love doing it. It's really exciting to be able to not only share everything with people, but to really be able to express myself creatively. And so I appreciate everyone who thinks that is something that they want to watch.
Yeah, and I mean, so and having a YouTube channel when you do it, you know, this has basically become like our full-time job. You know, and it was interesting, you know, going from having a full-time job for a company to moving to Mexico and this becoming like our full-time job, and we're developing it, and Craig and I had to figure out how to work together.
And that was tough because he's used to being the boss and I'm used to being the creative guy, and
us figuring out, you know, like what are our lanes, and figuring out, you know, he handles the creative stuff. He has some amazing artistic ideas. It's kind of become my job to rein some of those in. Like
I'm a visionary.
Like
Leave me alone.
No, it's not possible for us to film this from the top of the Eiffel Tower while we're fishing for barracuda. It's not happening. But you know, like we do. Sometimes I have to help him with his creative. He gets really great ideas, and I have to kind of help mold that into something that's useful for the platform that we're on. But
that's where he comes in really as an expert in his field, is to really be the behind the scenes of the administrative stuff. You wouldn't believe how much administrative stuff there is to do behind the scenes, and he is really, really good at that.
Oh yeah, there's business line.
I'm going to compliment him. I'm not going to put him down.
I wasn't putting you down at all. I was talking about how creative your mind can get. It's
But on the flip side of that, he actually has to, from a business perspective, he'll line up all these different things, and I'm like, you know, there's one of me, right? One of me to do all this editing.
And he doesn't even touch on the hard part of it all. I don't even think he understands or knows what all goes on with business licensing, tax information, tax returns. I mean, I get to handle all of that and have fun stuff, and he gets to stare at the same footage over and over and over and edit video.
He thinks I'm having a party when I'm up here till 3 a.m. editing. Anyway.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm asleep.
Exactly. Yeah, so we are YouTubers. And that doesn't mean that we're some corporate sponsored gig or anything like that. Nope, we're just 2 guys with a YouTube channel. And honestly, what I believe is that every single one of you out there is a real, genuine person and follower of us, because we don't use clickbait. I'm a YouTuber. So of course I stick my camera in my husband's face and say, talk.
I am cooking, Craig.
KJ, talk.
Craig, I'm sleeping.
Talk.
Craig, I'm in the shower.
Talk!
Hi, this is KJ, and welcome to Truly Remarkable Life. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what it's like to be a YouTuber.
Okay, carry on.
Okay.
We don't use all those gimmicks to get you to watch us. It's not a bunch of people who are watching our channel because they found a video they liked and then they forgot to unsubscribe. Okay, so what's coming for 2024 and beyond? You never know. The first and foremost thing is that we're going to keep this as real as we possibly can. Now, I will admit that my editing skills and some of those kind of things have gotten better. There's some things that we've learned that in order to get people to watch the video or for YouTube to recommend the video, that we kind of have to put some different things in there. So we hope you'll be patient with us on that. But for the most part, I'm really trying to up the quality so that you have something really good to watch. And I'm really trying to make sure that the content we put in there is worthy of you and what you need.
We've gotten a lot, 2023, we got a lot of comments, emails, stuff like that, suggesting content and stuff like that. We really want that to continue. We take that stuff to heart, and we've done several videos based on stuff that you guys asked for.
Yes, so we're trying to be responsive and provide you a valuable tool versus just us having fun on camera. So
right.
Now, us having fun on camera sometimes is part of the show, but but we are focused right now on Ahihique, and we do still travel. So we've always loved travel, and if you look back on our channel, you'll see that there's some old footage of Barcelona, Hawaii, like a bunch of islands in Hawaii, London and Oregon, and different places in the United States.
Cruises, Caribbean islands, oh yeah.
Yeah, so travel is really the big part of it, and the people here in Ahihique do love their travel, so it's definitely goes hand in hand. But one of the biggest privileges that we have had is to know that we are being able to help many of you who are trying to move here. And we love to hear those stories. We love to meet you in the street and have you tell us what happened and how you got here and all of that. And so thank you for being here with part of something that we love, sharing it with you, and you love it too. It's one big family.
Yeah, and we're going to keep putting out videos in 2024 the best way we can. I mean, two guys with a cell phone pretty much, but
we want to keep inspiring you to plan and think and research and see what you want to do to make your life truly remarkable.
Yeah, and we're going to keep evolving and changing things up and trying to, do some fun stuff. Pay attention to like shorts and reels and stuff on Instagram and Facebook. And I think, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming. We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we definitely appreciate you being here. And, I'm a YouTuber. So, of course, I've got to ask you to like, share, and subscribe. And
because we're YouTubers, we have to remind you that if you haven't already,
go find your truly remarkable life. Thanks for being here.
Bye, y'all.